Hello. Hello, this is the My Artifact episode number 2360. Today's date is 3 September 2021. वाजले आता रात्रीचे 9 झाले. Okay, so what is happened today? So today I wake up at 7 a.m. I am bit really something like that ki yesterday I was sleep at almost like a 2:30 a.m. and I wake up at 7 a.m. Okay, just like and I just wake up by naturally. Yeah, it's just like I don't need any alarm. It's just like I just wanted to be go to the bathroom, and I just went to bathroom, and after that the whole sleep was gone. Okay, and it's just like there is a one myth is that ki when you didn't complete your sleep na, so you always feel really tired throughout the day. Okay, but I didn't really feel that way. I just feel really fresh, and it's just like I can sleep today but I didn't because I don't know. So it is like that ki I got the habit to wake up at morning. Actually I have habit to wake up at morning. When I was doing a job, I usually have to work on a shift. So when I have the morning shift, then I definitely have to wake up at 5 a.m. Okay, or 5:30 a.m. Or even if I have another shift like a general shift, still I will wake up at 7 a.m. or 7:30. Okay, I didn't really wake more than 9 a.m. If I continuously wake up till the night and then I sleep at almost like a 5 a.m., then definitely I have to be wake up at almost like a 10:30 or maybe 11 a.m. whatever. But I wake up at 7 a.m. and I'm really fresh, and I started doing my working. First of all, I already uploaded to the video on YouTube, Shaniwar Wada. Okay, and it's really good. Okay, and I have to write all those things. Like I uploaded to the video, then I have to write the name, descriptions, tags, and everything before should I need to public, because I uploaded to the private, and then I all those things, thumbnail, and then I public it. Then I watch the video. I feel something really dark in some of the shots, and that is a problem. And I was trying to fix all those things, but I couldn't. So let me clear you one more thing about it. Okay, so usually I wanted to be give dark and desaturated look. Dark and desaturated looks is really good, but dark desaturated contrasty. Okay, did you watch Batman vs Superman, Dawn of Justice? That film has a complete unique look, like a dark desaturated, not completely desaturated, but little bit of color is wipe out, mostly dark and contrast, but not too much contrast. It's just little bit of contrast that you can see some of the edges of the Superman apps and Batman shapes, everything. It looks really good. So why I cannot put those color grading to my film? Because of that ki let me tell you one thing ki I already did dark and desaturated look to my Instagram photos, and it looks really good. Then why not it work on Premiere? So there is a complete difference between the Lightroom and Premiere Pro color grading. Okay, because Lightroom is meant for the still frame and you can change some of the colors and all those things, but Premiere is kind of like a really something really complex. Okay, But I am not saying that complex, it's bit really normal too. Like there is always those option are all same option are available in Lightroom 2 and Premiere. So it's not that like there is in the Lightroom have a contrast, desaturated, highlight, shadows, white, black, and same as here as also. So it's not that different. Then problem is what? Okay, so the problem, actually the color grading is the part of the process, is not started, is not happened in the post production, is happened from the pre production. What do you mean? Means by that कि each color has a different pattern, color pattern. Okay, we can see at the end of the film that colorist gives those pattern to the entire film. But let me tell you one thing, that pattern was decided from the pre production. Okay, so whatever the scene they are shooting, the whole equipment, sorry, whole set, costumes, everything that you can see on the frame, the color of that whole props, whatever, those props are in that color pattern. Okay, so some let me tell you one thing. Ah, ah, सोनू ना इकडे. Okay, so where am I? Okay, color pattern. So color pattern, like a color grading, is started from the pre-production, not the post-production. Okay, so each props which you can see on the frame, the color of that props is in that pattern. Okay, so for example I will tell you is that Batman versus Superman, Dawn of Justice, same example that we are conducting before and right now same. Okay, so actually what is it, so the whole film is entire the film. Ata, let me tell you one thing is that ki the costume of Superman is blue and red. Okay, but you cannot see the blue of his costume and red of his cape. You can see, but it's literally dark. The color of that blue is dark blue. The color of that red is literally dark red. Okay, Batman has already dark suit, so it doesn't have has changed lots of much. Most of the film it shoot in dark, yani night. Okay, very less amount of shot shoot at day, because at day it's completely different. Like the color pattern they choose for Superman, Batman, they choose dark, gray, black, less black, some sort of relate to the dark. Like whatever the color you are going, you have to put dark. Okay, so this is it. But in the day it's completely different. Like you can see at a night everything is dark. Okay, now you can see little bit of color but mostly dark, right? But in a day it is completely opposite. In a day you can see so much amount of light and you can see so much colors too, like color of sky, cloud, and things whatever around you. In a day you can see so many color. Okay, so basically in the film, most of the film is shoot in a dark or in a night, so they are completely matched with the color pattern, and they are decided from the beginning, from the pre-production. So that's why they use that much amount of dark tone. Okay, but what if like I didn't have like a I in a Lightroom, I just like I'm just talking about 2 days earlier I uploaded a photo in Instagram, and I took that photo in a day, and I completed and I give a dark and desaturated look. Okay, and it looks exactly, should I say exactly not, but kind of look like that. So can you be do something like that, like if you have that camera and you have a shoot in a day, can you give that dark and desaturated look? um yes, you can, but it does not exactly match with the dark and desaturated. Okay, so just let me clear you one thing. Okay, also it's depend on the quality of the photo or quality of the footages. Like if I am editing a photo which is in raw format, so in a raw there are so many room to play with it, because it's really uncompressed photo. Okay, and there are so many things, so that's why in a photo we can edit really amazing way. We can edit like a so much cool and so much put lots of creativeness on the photo, because mostly photos is still, and we can shoot with the raw. Right now every phone can shoot, not every phone but most of the phone, mostly premier phone, can shoot raw photo. As also like the default quality of the photo is also bit really similar to the raw. Okay, it's not exactly raw, like if you are trying to be raw file, that raw file is CR7 file. Okay, so CR7 file is not created in the phone, but the image quality is bit really uncompressed. Okay, so you can edit and it's really good. But when you are talking to the video is bit really difficult to work on a DSLR on phone too. Okay, mostly high-end DSLR have really high-end specification that they can shoot log file, C log file or S log file. Those log file are really great with the color grading. Okay, because it's look really good, but most of the DSLR doesn't. Okay, because log file means it's really okay. And also one thing is that it's not depend on the log file, it's not depend, yeah, is having a log file, it's really good to, you can edit really great. Okay, but let me tell you one thing is that ki having a log file doesn't mean that you like if you don't have log file, that means you cannot create that dark and desaturated look. No, it's not. Okay, if you shoot anything with the proper setting, trust me, you can shoot very well. You can edit and you can give those dark and desaturated look to that clip, and it's really good. So my main question is that ki, what is the problem when I try to do color grading on my footages? There is a one footages I have. I shoot in Pune, in Shaniwarwada. I have to be do something like a vertigo effect, and that whole scene I shoot with my phone with DJI gimbal. Okay, and I shoot really precisely. But there is a one thing I make some mistake, and what is that? Let me tell you one thing. The histogram is really important while you are shooting, because it can tell you that how much the image can process, how much the data can process through image, and what is exactly the exposure of that frame, that you cannot determine by the looking at the frame. What do you mean by that? This is the same exact mistakes I did in a customer care film. Okay, that I just need to just shoot, everything is looks really good, but when I put it on the timeline, it's bit really something like that, very dark, very less exposure. Okay, and it is really difficult to work on that. Trust me. Same mistake I did in Pune too. Okay, what is exactly is that ki while shooting, my main focus is that ki I was looking to my phone, because of that ki I am shooting with my phone. Okay, but problem is that ki I just lock my exposure and lock my autofocus. Okay, so it won't be get like a exposure up and down, so it has to be locked. Okay, so that side did, everything is good. Okay, and I drop down the exposure so I can give you some of the dark and desaturated look. I just like a I just thinking I just thought that from the beginning, like what is the uh, tone I have to give that to this clip. So I lock my exposure and drop some of the exposure and try to shoot. While shooting, everything is looks really good in the phone, because in my phone doesn't have any histogram. So I just have to be sense with the footage whatever I can shoot, and that's it. Okay, but today I try to color grade na, so it is really difficult to work on that, because it is have only two layer, highlight and shadow. Khatam. The middle part is completely blank. You can see the sky and you can see the shadow of that fort. That's it, nothing else. When you apply the LUTs to that clip na, it is really difficult to look on that. It is really difficult. Yeah. So uh, so what is the problem, and how should you fix it if those problem happen again? So first of all, while shooting I have to use histogram. Another thing is that ki most of the mobile phone doesn't have histogram, so it is really difficult to understand the exposure level. So what do you do that ki you have to be shoot from your phone. Okay, and let the exposure has to be managed with the automatic mode. Okay, like the whatever the exposure that has to be set, like if you wanted to capture the sky, so you what you have to do is that ki just pointed your camera through the to the sky. Okay, whatever you wanted to take. Okay, and do not move your camera, or do not like change the perspective of the like a means sky is kind of like a bit really highlight na. So what you have to do is that ki whatever the exposure or whatever the exposure is set by the automatic, you just have to lock that. Okay, and do not try to move your camera, and just shoot exactly what you want, and then stop that. Do not change from sky to fort. And if you have that kind of like a shot, then what you have to do is that ki set shoot with the automatic mode. That means the camera sensor can detect, and it can change the light according to it. Okay, I know this is not really good, but you have to be managed with it. What is the problem with it? Let me tell you one thing is that ki if you are shooting at 60 fps, so that means your shutter is 120, that is right. Okay, so you cannot change you cannot mess up your shutter. Okay, the next thing is that aperture. Okay, so if you have that low quality low light, then you pump up the you have to drop down your aperture, wider your aperture, that means more light will come in. Okay, but as also it depends on that, and you have to set ISO minimum as possible. Okay, like if you are creating more ISO, then it will create noise, so you have to maintain 100 ISO, that's it. Okay, and set up the aperture. Wider the aperture, it gives you more light will in. Okay, so this is actually setting in DSLR, but in mobile phone it is really difficult, because aperture control doesn't apply on the smartphone, because Smartphone doesn't have interchangeable lens, it has a fixed lens, so it has a fixed aperture. Okay, so what is that means? That means is that you have to lock. Okay, and sometimes uh, you have to capture the highlight and shadow at the same time, so you have to let it think happen automatically. Do not mess with it. That's it. And most important thing is that while shooting you have to set the white balance. That's it. When you have the correct white balance, then everything is good. So tomorrow, when I uh, went to the going when I will going to the shoot, I understand those points and I'm trying to make sure that those mistakes won't happen again. But it does not much more affect on my film, because my film is really good. My travel film that I make, basically I tell about the Shaniwar Wada and what is the history and what is all those things. And definitely whoever the person watch those video, definitely he feels really good and he feels get really amazing. As also my editing capability is upgrading each video. I make Aga Khan video is literally worse, then I make a Sinhagad video is also great, and then Shaniwar Wada is even better. So if I'm continuously making, then definitely I will improve my quality of skills editing, and that's what I need. All right, so today I didn't really did. Actually I uploaded yesterday, so I just have to do it, just add some of the tags and description, and then I public it. Then after that I have to repair my computer, and as also I have to brought back my laptop. uh, I I brought back my I take back मी लॅपटॉप घेऊन आलो. I brought back my laptop, or I take back my laptop. It's a bit really complicated. I don't know. I brought back my laptop. Okay, and it's working really fine. But after sometimes the same thing happened. So I directly went take that laptop and directly went to that Anand computer and tell him that the same thing happened again, so you have to fix it. And they say yes, and they say I also asked them, yeah, are you getting charges about that? They say no, so it's illegal. Okay, but still also it takes some, I don't know why, what is happened to my laptop, but still is, yeah. From day after the submitting my video, I didn't really did. I just resetting my system and updating drives and things like that. So nothing much more I did. And after I ate my dinner, I didn't really have that potential to just sit on and do some lecture. I just watched some of the YouTube videos and just sleep. Okay. Tomorrow I'm going to the Nashik. Actually I'm going to the Nashik at 10:30 at night, so we have complete whole day, so it's not that much. But I have to sleep at noon, because of that maybe most of the people don't really sleep at night, because everyone gather and everyone try to fun and everything. So sleep is important, so you have to sleep at noon. And I have to plan about the Nashik, what is the things I have to do and what is the things I have to done with it. All right, today everything is fine, is good. I am taking pause for 2 days, and this till the end of the complete this trip, Nashik trip. And then after that I started working on next project. Okay, it will delay, I am more focus on applying updating my YouTube videos every week. But because of this shoot, because of this Nashik, I will be little bit of late, but I will be consistency. Okay. And as also that Nashik is also important too. So yeah. So till then everything is good, is fine. So this is the end. This is the my artifact episode number 2350 60. I don't know. We are at Varda, Maharashtra. Thank you.